Do you have offers that you find hard to sell? It may be that your audience wants and needs it, but you're not selling the value of it to them. Content is the key to taking our ideal client from not knowing anything about us all the way to becoming a raving paying client. So if we're being a little bit wishy-washy or wobbly with what we're saying with our content, our ideal client will never become a client. They'll never understand the value they'll get from working with you. In episode 126, I spoke about selling through client transformation, so make sure you go back and listen to that episode. And last week's guest, Jessica Osborne, showed us how we can implement a framework to find premium clients to grow your business. And if you loved that episode, as I know many of you did, she has just opened the doors to her coaching program, Business Jam, which you can check out in the show notes. So this week I thought that I'd piggyback off both of these episodes to help you showcase your premium offer with your content. So what exactly should you be doing with your content in order to make sure that it reflects the true value of your offer? Stick with me and you'll find out in this episode. Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to episode 128 of the Powerful Content Podcast. Welcome to another week and another episode. So glad you're tuning in today. Now, we've had HSC trials in our home in the last couple of weeks. And for those of you outside of Australia, that's the final practice exams for our last year of school. So it's been, well, not stressful, but a little bit intense, let's say. So it's nice to feel like we're getting a little bit of normalcy back into our lives, at least for the next couple of months until the final exams. Anyway, I had a different episode scheduled for this week, but with the popularity of last week's episode with Jessica Osborne, I thought that I would change it up a bit and I'd talk about content and how you can best use it to your advantage, especially when you're selling a premium offer. So first up, and a little scene setter and reminder that content is the way that we take our ideal client through a journey with us, how we connect with them, have them subscribe to our email list, our podcast, video channel, Facebook group, whatever it is that we're focusing on, how we nurture them, and then how we convert them. So how we're communicating that journey really impacts the way that our ideal client perceives us as a person, as a brand, as a message, and our offers as well. And if you want to explore the client journey further, I'll link a couple of podcast episodes. In the show notes. So when we're using our content strategically and powerfully, we will be purposefully moving them through that journey. But the thing is, they'll never reach that point of conversion if we're not showcasing the value of the offer that we have along the way. Now, I know that you, my beautiful, big-hearted entrepreneur, really struggles with the idea of worth and even self-worth. You're born to serve. So attaching a dollar figure to this that reflects your experience, your qualifications, and the outcome that you give your client is often, I know, fraught with decision drama. But I want you to know that you can have a profitable business that is aligned to your passions and purpose. I want this episode to be your pep talk for the week. Your content can showcase how amazing you truly are and what you bring to the world. I also know that many of you suffer from imposter syndrome, me included, and you often undervalue your experience, all of which can lead to self-doubt and watered down content that doesn't do you or your offer the justice that it deserves. When you believe in your own value, your abilities, the unique offering that you bring to your business, it really significantly influences how you present yourself and your business to the world. So when you believe in your offer, you can confidently price it and resist crowdsourcing your price. No more asking in Facebook groups how much they think that this offer should be sold for. You can create a message that's really clear and confident and from a place of heart and authority as well. You can set and maintain boundaries in your business and content creation that honor your value, your time, that honor your value, your time, your energy and resources. And you can show up consistently and as you, authentically in your content. So if you find yourself not being able to express how amazing you are and how amazing your offer is, or you feel uncomfortable showing up in your content, worrying that you're being too salesy, or you feel like the opposite, that you have a weak or wobbly message, then I'm really here to pump you up and remind you that you are amazing. And please, 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 please don't be the world's best kept secret. So the question is, how does content actually communicate your value? Content is one of the most powerful tools for communicating with your audience. It serves as a bridge. It serves as a bridge between your expertise and the needs of your ideal clients, taking them through that client journey. And it does this in 3 different ways. First of all, it demonstrates your expertise. So through creating educational type content like blogs, podcasts, videos, even your social media and emails, you can actually share your knowledge and thought leadership. This really helps your audience understand the depth of your expertise and positions you as a credible authority in your field. Kind of like me in this podcast. Well, that's what I hope anyway. The second thing is it builds trust. So creating that really valuable and authentic content that reflects who you are, as well as meets the needs of your ideal client, will really help your audience connect with you and see the genuine value you offer. And when they connect with you, that's the very first phase of the client journey. So it really helps them go along that journey with you. And the third thing is it aligns with your ideal clients. So when you are being your beautiful, your unique self with your content, your content will naturally resonate with your ideal clients, those who see and appreciate your value. And this alignment really attracts the right clients who are willing to invest in your services because they really trust you and believe that you can deliver the results that they're actually looking for. So now you know why you need to use your content to help communicate the value of your offers. Let's talk about how. How can we actually do this? Well, the first thing is to know what makes you unique. Some people call this the unique selling proposition or USP. And whenever I used to hear this term, I used to kind of switch off a little bit because it was kind of like, this is too hard. I don't know what it is that makes me and what I do absolutely unique. But what is it that makes you different from everyone else who does what you do? There are thousands of coaches out there, so why choose you? There are thousands of courses on growing a business. Why choose yours? There are hundreds of books out there on content marketing. Why read mine? Well, the answer lies within knowing your core beliefs, that innate sense of you that sets you apart from everyone else in the world. There is no one like you who has the same experiences, background, cultural influences, stories. Not even AI can replicate you. Well, not yet, anyway. If you want to know more about core beliefs and how they fit into your content and message, then go back to episode 65, which I'll link in the show notes. So your core beliefs can be woven into your content, showing how you solve your audience's problems in a way that others can't, or how your perspective is very different from other people's perspectives. Now, bonus points here if you can then use stories to share personal experiences or business experiences or case studies that demonstrate your unique approach and your success with your clients. Now, also make sure you go back to episode 126, which is all about, which gives you the 5 steps to follow when you're articulating exactly the possibilities that you create in your ideal client's life, what they can be, do, and have after working with you. Okay, the second thing is to show proof of what you can actually do. So the greatest proof that your offer is valuable is sharing content of others saying that it is. So side note here, it actually does wonders for your own confidence as well. Whenever I'm feeling like that imposter syndrome is kind of sneaking in a little bit, I read a few testimonials to ground myself and really remind myself how good I am at what I do. You could do this by simply sharing. So how you could do this, you could simply share reviews that have been written on other platforms. So I might do this for this. I might do that for this podcast. Or I might go to Apple and screenshot someone's review and simply share that. Or I could add a testimonial to a graphic and share that on social media. There's lots of different ways that you can show proof of the value that you provide. Now, the third way that you can show value in what you do is through direct education. So teaching your audience through valuable insights and your expertise, and at the same time highlighting your core beliefs, can demonstrate that you know what you're talking about and really therefore deliver the outcomes that your ideal client is expecting. It also highlights your thought leadership and how you approach what you do differently to everyone else. And the simplest way to do this is to use your core content. Use your blog, your podcast, your videos that really, and then address the challenges that your client has. So this podcast episode is a perfect example of exactly this. I'm talking about your challenge of not being able to communicate your value clearly. So I'm showing you how to change this, and at the same time illustrating how my approach is different to other people's approaches. So education. So don't discount educating your ideal client, and don't discount going all the way back to the beginning. We often assume that our ideal client knows things when in fact they don't. So meet them where they are. The fourth way is to collaborate. Now, this is one of my most favorite things to do. One of my core beliefs is that we make a greater impact when we come together. So why not use that power of connection? I love to guest on other people's podcasts, and as a result, not only do I reach a new audience, but it enhances my credibility and I get to make a new connection with the podcast host. So a member of the Content Effect recently joined when someone recently joined my membership, The Content Effect, within a week of hearing me on another podcast. It's such a simple yet easy thing to do. I've even put together a playlist of several podcasts that I've been on Spotify, and you could do that too. I'll link mine in the show notes so you can see what it's like, but I'll link mine in the show notes. So not only can you listen to me more, but you can find some other fabulous podcasts to subscribe to as well. Now, the fifth way is to start showcasing the value of your offers through free content. Now, I know this sounds a little bit back to front, but when you give exceptional value with your free content, it elevates your paid content. People often hold back with their free content, like in their masterclasses, their podcast, blogs, videos, lead magnets. But I say don't hold back. Use your big-heartedness to your advantage and give exceptional value, but only on the proviso that it actually leads your ideal client logically to the premium paid offering. And if you want to know more about how to do this with lead magnets, you can go back to episode 12, Building an Aligned Audience with the Perfect Lead Magnet. Now, the last way that you can show value is to be your beautiful, unique self. 100% you. I recently did a presentation on bringing more you to your content, and I recently did a presentation in a community on bringing more you to your content. And probably note to self here, I should probably turn that into a podcast, but being the real you, not someone else or someone who you think you need to be, is the key to showcasing the value that you bring to the world. Being you, or authentic, builds trust and really allows you to connect with your audience on a much deeper level. It's not surface level, it's much deeper than that. It's about sharing from the heart and not giving a false perception of your life or the world in general. So you could do this really simply by sharing something outside of your business that brings you joy. I could showcase my love of baking and how I love to do that and how it is a real mindfulness practice for me. Or perhaps you could write a blog about a lesson learned from a business mistake and how it shaped your approach to what you do. Whatever it is, share from the heart, but share in a way that really respects you and your boundaries. So when you do all of these 6 things, which is knowing what makes you unique, showing proof of what you can do, educating your ideal client, thinking about collaboration, showcasing your value through your free content, and then being your beautiful, unique self, when you do these 6 things, I want you to also keep in mind when you're sharing your content, think quality over quantity. Content for content's sake will simply confuse your ideal client and repel them from purchasing, not give them the perception of added value in your premium offers. And the second thing is always stay on brand, both in your visuals and copy. Deviating from this will only cause distrust, which is the opposite of what we want to do. Okay, so in this episode, you've learned how content is the vehicle to take your ideal client from connection to conversion, how your content communicates value, and how to bring the value and how to showcase that value of your and how to showcase the value of your offer through your content. Understanding these things is going to really give you the confidence and the clarity to shout from the rooftops how amazing you are and the possibilities that you create in your ideal client's life. This is especially important when you're trying to attract premium clients, as you need to be able to communicate effectively what you're able to do for them and why you're the one they should be spending all of their money with. And if you'd like expert help to sign more premium clients, then go and check out Jessica Osborne's Business Jam. You'll get a strategic framework for signing premium clients with premium offers while working less than You'll get a strategic framework for signing premium clients with premium offers. And I know from experience, it's not one of those really basic DIY type courses that teach you a particular trendy tactic that's going to be gone tomorrow. This is actionable strategy that you can adapt to your business. So when you enroll, you've got daily support from Jessica in the private members group, extra live training sessions to workshop, and on-the-spot coaching. And you actually have this program for life. So you can go at your own pace. You can go through it quickly and go back through it again. You've got literally everything you need to nail your marketing, sign those premium clients, and finally feel like marketing is easy. And also when you sign up using my link in the show notes, you'll get the $500 off that Jessica is offering, plus a bonus session with me to look over your content strategy so that your content creation really aligns with attracting those premium clients to your world. I have had so many aha moments going through the content in Business Jam, so I know that you will too. Absolutely 100%. Head on down to the show notes to get your special link and access those bonuses. So I really hope that this episode has helped you see that you are such an amazing, unique, beautiful individual with talents and expertise that needs to be shared with the world. Don't keep yourself a secret. Talk soon.